We focus primarily on origin coffee and single origins.
This is the Starbarista podcast, covering global cafe culture.
My name is Ron Vacarello. I am one of the owners of Crescent Coffee. We are in Mullica Hill, New Jersey, which is 23 miles southeast of Philadelphia, in what we like to call Stepford. My line about Mullica Hill is that it's Desperate Housewives without the sex.
Correct. We are in a brand new strip center that was built 3 years ago. Most of our customers get to us by driving to us. We do have some walking traffic, but it is primarily by car. My name is Sharon Vacarello. I'm the other co-owner of Crescent Coffee Roasters and Retail.
We've been in the industry for about 5 years now. It's a long story, but we were looking to purchase a second home in North Carolina at the beaches. And after having a heated discussion with one of the realtors about how much money I was going to put up and how much money I was going to lose every month, I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And we sat around talking about, well, let's open up a business. And we kept on hanging out at this coffee house in Wilmington, North Carolina. And we were really loving it. So we just looked at each other and said, we should do this. So on the plane ride back from North Carolina, we started putting our business plan together. And originally, we were just going to open up a coffee house. And I just kept on doing research, and I kept on coming to Sharon saying, we need to roast our own. We need to control the quality. We need to control what, as best we can, what the farmers are going to get for their product. And we need to control our own destiny. And she kept on saying, no, 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 no. And then one day I went to her, and I don't even remember the book I was reading. And I said, read this chapter and come back to me. And she read the chapter, came back to me, and said, we have to roast our own coffee. We have events at the store. We have music at the store on Saturday nights, but we also go out to the general population. We just did a couple of fundraising events where we supply the coffee for the people that are our volunteers. We're doing a beer fest in 1 month, actually, where there's it's on the Battleship, New Jersey. We did a wine tasting where they had wine, and we did French press coffee all night for that. So we try to show people the intrinsic value of going to a better quality coffee, the value from their perception of quality, showing them the differences in the subtleties of the beauties of different origins. We focus primarily on origin coffee and single origins. Well, there's also local wines. There's a winery right down the street, actually. And there's a winery in Bridgeton right now, which is down south of here. The winemaker from the local winery comes in here, loves our espresso, loves the fact that we can pull the espresso in different styles. Like with the same espresso, if we ask him, would you like the shot to be a little flowery and light and bright, or do you want a little deeper, richer? And we can adjust the grind and the tamp to give him what he wants. So he loves coming in here and talking about coffee. And from a retail perspective, our customers runs the gamut. I mean, when we first opened up, we were very narrow-minded and narrow-focused on our demographic. We thought our demographic was going to be 25 to 40, middle-class people or big earners. And you know what? They're coming in, and we have people from the adult community who are, the over 55, who are 70, 80 years old, who we never expected to come in here because we're expensive. And I understand they're on a fixed income. We have farmers that come in here because we live in a very rural community, and we never expected the farmers to come in for our coffee because, again, it's expensive, and we thought they were set in their ways. They love coming here. One of the flaws that we have where we are is that we have very little density of population. There's not much here. We had people come up from Washington, D.C., and they came to the store, opened up the door, and said, oh, my God, I can't believe this is where you guys are, because they were from D.C., and they're from the city.
Mark, one of our former baristas, is running a shop in Soho up in Manhattan. He's there, and then David George is our former Mid-Atlantic Regional Barista Champ, who is now working for Stumptown Coffee in Oregon.
And Ariana. Ariana, who's another one of our baristas, is working for Jay Carragay at Spro Coffee in Baltimore. Jay's one of the big guys in the barista industry or barista guild. They leave here, and we tell them in our staff meetings, because we're very focused, we're very coffee focused. We're very focused on providing incredible espresso-based drinks. So people look at us and they say, why are you this anal about producing such a great drink? And my story to them is that when you leave here, and you're going to leave us because it's a very transitional type of business, you can go to anywhere in the country and you can get a job. I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's Intelligentsia, who is, again, a great coffee company. If you tell Intelligentsia that you work for Crescent Coffee, they'll know who we are, and you can go out and find a job. And it's worked. Ariana, David, Mark are perfect examples of walking into companies and them seeing that they already have skill sets that are good fundamental skill sets. Not like when we take an employee who's an ex-major chain employee that has green and a mermaid in it and have to break them of those bad habits. Our employees, you don't have to break them of bad habits. They have good skill sets. And it's important.
To hear more podcasts about global cafe culture, visit www.starbarista.com.